Muhammad Ali is the self-proclaimed greatest of all time, and it's hard to argue with him. He used his complex footwork and lightning-fast jab to beat his opponents senseless, and then threw flurries to finish them off when he sensed they were near done. Today we're going to break down how Ali used a specific sequence of steps to circle his opponents far out of range, and then dash in and out with a quick jab. We're going to start with the footwork, so if you're only interested in the jab, you can skip to the timestamp here. One of the surprises when I watched Ali's slow motion was that he had very regular patterns to his footwork. Today we're going to break down his most iconic sequence, which he used to rapidly circle to the inside. This is the one you think of when you hear float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Step 1 is to step to your opponent's inside with your lead leg. Step 2 is to bring your feet close together, hopping on your front foot as you do so. Step 3 is to hop off your front foot again and swing your back leg behind you. And step 4 is to bring your front foot back into position. Here's a sideways view with no pivoting. Step, hop, hop, step. This sequence allows you to cover a huge amount of distance with minimum effort, and each step is another chance to pivot, accelerate, or change direction. Ali may have had the best jab in boxing history. Let's take a look at his execution and then see where it fit into the footwork pattern that we just broke down. First, Ali pushed off with his back foot to close distance and generate some power. Then he whipped his hand out elbow first like a back knuckle. He landed on his lead foot and then pushed off of it to pivot and dart back out of range. This is pretty unconventional. I can't imagine a boxing coach who tells you to put all of your weight on your lead leg when you jab and let your back foot come way off the ground. Oh, and lean really far forward too. But this lack of structure is what allowed Ali that great mobility. By the time he completed his jab, he had drastically changed the distance in center line. In musical terms, Ali's timing was on the half beat. If you were counting 1 and 2 and, Ali was in range on the 1 and out of range on the and. Now, let's put it all together. How to practice Ali's circle and jab. Ali almost always threw his jab on step 2 of the footwork sequence. With his feet close together, he would propel himself off his back leg, then pivot off of his front foot and continue the pattern, starting over again. Step, hop, hop, step. You'll notice the second part of Ali's jab is the footwork from step 3, where you hop off of your front leg and swing your back leg behind you into the side. So the footwork for his jab blended seamlessly into the pattern he used to circle on the outside, and he could continue the sequence without interruption. By moving rapidly in a wide arc, Ali made his opponents lose their balance and timing when they tried to follow him, and he took advantage of the openings that this created in their guards. There are a lot more footwork patterns that Ali used, and there will be more